Stephanie Armstrong, and I was a resource teacher working with elementary school teachers, or with elementary school students. I taught for 8 years, and I'm currently on a break as I am home with my young kids for a little bit. And so for today's project, I decided to use Gale in Context Elementary. In part, I had a hard time accessing the Utah Education Library. Many of the sources were not available to me because I'm not an active teacher. But I was able to find I could access this one through our local library, and it had a lot of really great information for me. So the activity I am using it for is I regularly did a project with my students where we would learn to write persuasive paragraphs using the Foursquare method. And we would do a paragraph on what is the best pet. And I liked this because it's a way to add research and information and help my students to create stronger arguments. So if I was working with some of my younger students, I like that this main page, the very first section right here, I found was animals, and my students could click on animals, and then from here can research pets and find which pet they think is the best pet. And then from there, they could fill out their graphic organizer with information they learn about whichever pet they choose and write up their paragraph. For students that are a little bit older, I found if you type in the search bar, you can get even more advanced information and books. For example, I typed in parrots and I found this really interesting book that I could see older students enjoying and being able to find just lots of information and maybe write up their persuasive paragraph on why parrots are the best pet or whatever pet they choose. If you type in dog, there is all sorts of things that pop up for them. There's books, articles, there's books. It might be interesting to write about how dogs can become police dogs and all the good work that they do, and there's magazines, news articles, all sorts of information, even videos for students to look through to find information for their persuasive paragraphs.